Walk into a Walmart on any given Saturday. It's a jungle. The rumble of shopping carts, the glare of the fluorescent lights, and there in the back, the glowing digital promised land, the wall of TVs. They call to you. 4K, Smart TV, HDR, Quantum Dot. The boxes are massive, the pictures are beautiful, and the prices feel like a mistake. You see it? A 55 and 4K Smart TV for $220. You think that's insane? It's less than my phone. How bad can it be? Here's the ugly secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Some of those deals are traps. They are engineered disasters designed to lure you in with a low price, only to die the second the warranty expires. They are banking on you being too confused by the jargon and too tempted by the price tag to see the truth. But today, we're fighting back. We're exposing them. We are ranking 10 of the most common TV brands you will find at Walmart. Starting from the absolute bottom of the barrel, avoid at all costs junk all the way to the one or two brands that are actually worth your hard-earned money. My goal is to save you from that gut-wrenching moment 6 months from now when your screen goes black and you realize that deal just cost you hundreds of dollars. And you need to stick around for this first one because the brand at number 10 isn't just a bad TV, it's a booby trap set by Walmart itself. Let's get into it. We're starting at the absolute bottom. Number 10. The worst TV brand you can buy at Walmart is ON. If you've never heard of ON, there's a good reason. It's Walmart's own in-house brand. This is the TV Walmart wants you to buy. It's stacked to the ceiling on Black Friday. The prices are so low they seem like a typo, and that's the trap. ON is the very definition of a disposable electronic. It is not built to last. It is built to be sold. Let's break down the ON experience. 1. The build. The second you lift it out of the box, you'll feel the problem. The plastic is thin, brittle, and cacks. The included stand is often two flimsy plastic feet that feel like they'll snap if you look at them wrong. I've seen stands so wobbly that a ceiling fan could make the TV shake. The ports on the back feel loose, like you might push the HDMI port into the TV. 2. The picture. In the store under 1,000,000 watts of fluorescent light, it looks fine. Get it home and the nightmare begins. The black levels, forget it. Black is a blotchy, cloudy gray. The brightness is so low that if you have a window in the same room, you'll be staring at your own reflection. The viewing angles are atrocious. If you're not sitting directly in front of it, the colors wash out completely. 3. The sound. Imagine listening to your favorite song through a smartphone speaker wrapped in a sock inside a tin can. The sound is thin, painfully tiny, and has zero bass. You can't understand dialogue. You will be forced to buy a soundbar, which completely negates the deal you thought you got. 4. The smart TV. And I use that term loosely. The only good thing about an ON TV is that it usually comes with the Roku OS. But here's the catch. It's running on a processor that's about as powerful as a 10-year-old calculator. Menus lag. Apps take forever to load. It crashes. It freezes. You'll spend more time waiting than watching. 5. The reliability. This is the real kicker. Go read the 1-star reviews. They all tell the same story. Stopped working after 6 months. Got the black screen of death 30 days after the warranty expired. Dead pixels, flickering backlights, ports that just stop recognizing your PlayStation. A viewer, Mark, wrote us, I bought a 70-in on TV for the Super Bowl. It was $400. I felt like a genius. By August, it was a 70-in piece of black plastic hanging on my wall. It wouldn't turn on. Walmart's 90-day return policy was long gone, and the 1-year warranty process was a nightmare. I gave up. Cheapest, most expensive mistake I ever made. Bottom line, ON is not a bargain. It's a landfill in a box. The price isn't a deal. It's a warning. This is the brand you must run from. Do not walk, run. Coming in at number 9, we have a brand that breaks my heart, RCA. Ask your grandparents about RCA. They'll tell you stories of a company that was a legend, an American icon. They practically invented television. Their old tube TVs were built like tanks and lasted for 40 years. And that is exactly what they are counting on, your nostalgia. The RCA of today has nothing to do with that company. The name was sold off for parts. Today, it's just a sticker, a zombie brand that gets slapped onto the cheapest, most generic TVs from a factory in China, likely the same factory that makes the ON TVs. You are paying a premium for a logo. 1. The nostalgia tax. An RCA TV will sit on the shelf right next to an ON TV. It will be almost identical in every single way, but it will cost $20 or $30 more. That extra money doesn't go into better speakers or a brighter panel. It goes to the company that owns the rights to the RCA logo. You are paying for a memory. 2. The OS disaster. This is where RCA is often worse than ON. Instead of just using Roku, many RCA TVs use a bizarre no-name proprietary smart TV operating system. The App Store is a ghost town. You'll find Netflix and YouTube. But what about Disney+, HBO Max, Hulu? Good luck. And the apps it does have will never be updated, slowly becoming buggy, unusable, and insecure. 3. The panel lottery. Like all bottom-tier brands, quality control is non-existent. It's the panel lottery. You might get one that looks okay, but you'll more likely get one with horrible dirty screen effect, DSSE, where bright scenes look blotchy, or banding, where you see visible stripes in the color. A shopper at a Walmart in Ohio put it perfectly. I bought an RCA thinking of my dad's old stereo. The smart part of this TV is a joke. It's too slow to even use. I had to plug in a Fire Stick, which makes me wonder what I paid for. Bottom line, RCA is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's a bottom-tier disposable TV just like ON, but it's disguised as a trusted brand. Don't be fooled. That company is gone. This is just a cheap knockoff wearing its skin. Avoid it. At number 8, we have the king of meh, Element. Element isn't as offensive as ON or as deceptive as RCA. It's just there. It's the definition of a generic, forgettable budget TV. It's the TV you buy for a garage, a workout room, or a guest room for a relative you don't really like. The trap here isn't that it's a disaster. The trap is that it's just good enough to make you buy it, but not good enough to make you happy. 1. The good enough panel. The picture quality on an Element is a small step above ON. Colors are a little less washed out. Brightness is a little better, but it's still plagued by all the problems of a cheap LED panel. Weak contrast, gray-looking blacks, and terrible motion handling. Watching sports or an action movie? Get ready for a blurry, smudgy mess. 2. The OS. A glimmer of hope. Like ON Element's best feature is that it often just builds in Roku or Fire TV. This is a smart move. It means the interface is familiar, fast, and has all the apps you want. It's the hardware's ability to keep up that's the problem. 3. The longevity gamble. This is where you roll the dice. Element TVs are built with the cheapest possible components to hit that rock-bottom price. The power supplies are a common point of failure. The backlights are notorious for developing dark spots or flickering. It's built to last just past the 1-year manufacturer's warranty. I saw a Walmart review that said, "I've had this TV for 13 months. Yesterday, the power board died." The repair guy quoted me $150. The TV cost $200. I guess I'm buying a new TV. That's the business model. They aren't selling you a TV for your living room. They're selling you a 12 to 18-month subscription to a screen. Bottom line, Element is not a long-term investment. It's a temporary solution. If you absolutely positively must have a screen for the lowest possible price and you're willing to replace it in 2 years, it's a choice, but it's not a good choice. Next on our list at number 7 is another ghost from the past, Westinghouse. Are you sensing a theme here? Just like RCA, West was once an American titan of industry. They made everything from light bulbs to nuclear reactors. Now they're another zombie brand, a licensed logo slapped on a generic TV. So why is it above RCA and Element? Honestly, it's a toss-up. They are all swimming in the same muddy pond. The only reason Westinghouse gets a slight edge is that some of their mid-range models, and I use that term generously, have slightly better integrated OS, like a decent Fire TV or Google TV build. But the problems are all the same. 1. The great who makes it mystery. It's almost impossible to know who actually made your Westinghouse TV. The brand has been licensed to so many different low-end manufacturers over the years. This means you can't trust reviews. A review for a 55-in Westinghouse from last year has zero bearing on the 65-in model on the shelf today. It could be from a completely different factory with completely different and cheaper parts. 2. The inconsistency nightmare. This is the brand's defining feature. You might get a panel that's surprisingly decent for the price, or you might get a panel that has 3 dead pixels right out of the box. You might get a model with Roku TV that runs smoothly, or you might get a model with a laggy, buggy version of Google TV that makes you want to throw the remote through the screen. It is the truest definition of the panel lottery. 3. The warranty runaround. If or when something goes wrong, get ready for a world of pain. Your 1-year warranty isn't with Walmart. It's with whatever anonymous third-party company currently holds the Westinghouse license. You'll be bounced between customer service numbers, asked to ship a 65-inch TV on your own dime, and likely give up in frustration. Bottom line, buying a Westinghouse is not a purchase. It's a gamble. You are rolling the dice that you might get a decent TV for a low price, but the odds are stacked against you. You're far better off spending just a little bit more for a brand that actually, makes its own TVs. Now we're climbing out of the absolute gutter. At number 6, we have the most confusing brand on the Walmart shelf, Philips. This brand is responsible for more disappointed customers than almost any other, and it's all because of a technicality. Here's the deal. If you go to Europe, Philips is a premium brand. They make incredible, innovative OLED TVs with this amazing amber light feature that projects color onto the wall behind the TV. Tech reviewers love them. The Philips TV you see at Walmart is not that TV. Just like the zombie brands, the Philips name was licensed out in North America, in this case to a company called Funai. You are not buying a premium European TV, you are buying a budget mass market TV that's disguised as One, the Ambilight experience. The design is often a step up. It looks sleeker and more premium than the bottom feeders, but turn it on and the illusion shatters. The picture quality is mediocre. Brightness is weak, making HDR content look dull. Motion handling is poor. It's just a very average picture inside a slightly nicer looking box. 2. The Molasses OS. This is the #1 complaint. Many Philips models at Walmart run Google TV. Now, Google TV is a great feature-rich operating system if you have a powerful processor to run it. These TVs do not. The result is a user experience that can only be described as painful. It's slow, it lags, it stutters. Changing the volume can take 3 seconds. Opening Netflix can take 30. You will find yourself constantly rebooting the TV just to get it to work. 3. The support black hole. Because it's a licensed brand, software updates are rare, if they happen at all. Bugs go unfixed, security vulnerabilities are left open, and if you need a repair, good luck. A viewer, Jenna, told us, "I bought a Philips thinking I was getting that Ambilight quality. The Google TV interface was so laggy, my husband and I thought the remote was broken. We bought 3 different remotes before realizing the TV was just that slow. We returned it and got a TCL. Bottom line, don't get fooled by the name." The Philips at Walmart is an imposter. You are paying a premium for a name that in this market means nothing. It's a sluggish, frustrating experience wrapped in a deceptively attractive package. We've reached the halfway point. At number 5, we have the fallen king of budget TVs, Vizio. 10 years ago, Vizio was the brand. They were the original disruptors. They proved you could have a high-quality picture for a low price. They were the go-to recommendation. Walmart shoppers loved them, but oh, how the mighty have fallen. Vizio's problem isn't what it used to be. The irony is, Vizio still makes some of the best panels for the money. Their M-Series and P-Series quantum dot TVs can look stunning. The brightness, the color, the black levels. They often compete with TVs that cost hundreds more. So why are they at number 5? 2 words, SmartCast. 1, the SmartCast dumpster fire. SmartCast is Vizio's own in-house operating system, and it is without a doubt one of the slowest, buggiest, most user-hating platforms ever created. It is the Achilles heel of the entire brand. It's slow to load, it crashes constantly, apps will randomly disappear, the interface is a cluttered, ad-filled mess. It is so bad that the running joke in the TV community is that Vizio makes the best dumb TVs on the market because the first thing you must do is buy a Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV to plug into it just so you can bypass SmartCast entirely. 2. The quality control nosedive. Vizio used to be reliable. Not anymore. Their quality control has completely nosed. Go search for the Vizio reboot loop. Thousands of owners have reported their TVs getting stuck in a loop, turning on and off over and over with no fix. It's a software update that bricks the TV, and it often happens just out of warranty. 3. Data collection. Vizio's business model has shifted. They're not just making money selling you a TV, they're making money by watching you. SmartCast has been at the center of data collection scandals, tracking what you watch and selling that data. That's why the OS is so buggy and ad-filled. You are the product. A subscriber, David, said, "My VOP P-Series had a gorgeous picture. I loved it when it worked. Half the time the TV wouldn't recognize my soundbar. The other half SmartCast would freeze and I'd have to unplug the entire TV to restart it. I finally gave up and bought an LG. Bottom line, Vizio is a tragic story. It's a beautiful screen trapped inside a terrible brain. If you're willing to buy a separate streaming stick and you're willing to gamble on the long-term reliability, the picture can be worth it. But that's a lot of compromises. Now we're getting into the big leagues. At number 4, we have the high-risk, high-reward champion, Hisense. Hisense, along with our number 3 pick, has absolutely demolished the TV market. They are the new Vizio. They've bulldozed their way into Walmart with a simple strategy: offer specs that seem impossible for the price. You'll see a Hisense TV on the shelf. It'll say OLED, Mini LED, 144Hz refresh rate, quantum dot. These are all buzzwords you usually see on $2,000 Samsung or LG TVs, but the Hisense is $700. And here's the crazy part. They're not lying. 1. The spec monster. Hisense's UER, like the U7K and U8K, are unbelievable on paper. They get incredibly bright, making HDR content pop in a way the budget brands can't even dream of. They are fantastic for gaming with high refresh rates and low input lag. For the money, the picture quality is staggering, but there's always a but. 2. The smeary motion. This is Hisense's dirty little secret. For all their panel brightness, their processing is where they cut corners. This is most obvious in motion. When you're watching fast-moving sports like a football game or a hockey puck, you'll see a noticeable smear or stutter behind the action. Action movies can look a little off. It's something that high-end brands like Sony and LG have perfected, and Hisense is still years behind. 3. The reliability gamble. This is the other corner they cut: quality control. Hisense's reliability is a total crapshoot. You might get a perfect TV that lasts for 7 years, or you might get one that develops a line of dead pixels in 7 months. Their software can be buggy, their updates are inconsistent, and if it breaks, good luck. One of our viewers, Mike, summed it up. I bought a Hisense U8. For the first year, I felt like I'd pulled off a heist. It was brighter and more beautiful than my friend Samsung that cost twice as much. At 18 months, the main board died. The repair cost was 70% of a new TV. I'm heartbroken. Bottom line, Hisense is a temptation. You are getting a $1,500 picture for an $800 price, but you're also taking a huge gamble on reliability and motion processing. If you're a gamer who wants high refresh rates on a budget, it's hard to beat. If you're a cinephile or you want peace of mind, you should probably keep walking. At number 3, we have the brand that has truly won the budget game, the new king of value, TCL. TCL and Hisense are in a constant street fight for your money, and they both have a similar specs for less strategy. So, why does TCL rank higher? Why is it the safer bet? 2 reasons: Roku and reliability. 1. The Roku partnership. For years, TCL was the Roku TV. Their partnership is legendary. They built their TVs around the Roku operating system, and the result is a flawless, seamless, and simple experience. The Roku OS is fast, it's clean, it has every app, and it just works. There's no lag, no crashes, no ad-filled nightmare menus. It's the best smart TV experience for 90% of people. Note, their Google TV models are also good, but their Roku TVs are still the star. 2. Better, more consistent quality. While Hisense chases the brightest possible spec dragon, TCL has focused more on delivering a consistent and reliable product. Their quality control is simply better. You have a lower chance of getting a bad panel out of the box, and their longevity is better. They just fail less. 3. The sweet spot TVs. TCL's 5 series and 6 series are the sweet spot of the entire TV market. The 6 series, with its mini LED and quantum dot panel, is legitimately one of the best TVs you can buy. Period. It competes with Samsung and LG models that cost thousands of dollars more. It's the go-to recommendation for the best TV for the money year after year. Don't get me wrong, their cheapest models, the 3 series and 4 series, are well cheap. They're budget TVs, but their mid-range is where the magic happens. A subscriber, Sarah, wrote, "I was torn between a Heinz and a TCL. I went with the TCL 6 series because of Roku. It's the best purchase I've made in years. The picture is stunning. It's never frozen on me, and it's so easy to use. I feel like I got a $2,000 TV for $800. Bottom line, TCL is the new benchmark for value. They are the brand Vizio used to be. If you want the absolute most bang for your buck at Walmart, with a great picture, a fantastic user experience, and solid reliability, a mid-range TCL is your best bet. We've made it to the top 2, the giants. And at number 2, we have the most popular TV brand on planet Earth, Samsung. Walk into the Walmart TV aisle, and it's practically the Samsung show. Their QLED and Neo QLED TVs are positioned front and center. The screens are insanely bright, the colors are vivid and saturated, and the demo loops are designed to mesmerize you. And honestly, the TVs are fantastic. 1. The Bright Room King. Samsung's QLED technology makes them the perfect TV for a bright living room. They are masters at cutting through glare and delivering a punchy, vibrant image, even with the sun shining in. 2. The Tizen OS. Their Tizen operating system is fast, responsive, and has all the apps you need. It's a very slick, modern-feeling interface. 3. The design. Samsung TVs are beautiful. They are thin with non-existent bezels. They look like a premium piece of art on your wall. So if they're so great, why are they only number 2? Well, there are 2 major catches. Catch number 1, the ad-filled hellscape. You just paid $1,500 for a new TV. You take it home, you turn it on, and what's the first thing you see on your home screen? An ad. The Tizen home screen is full of ads and promoted content you can't turn off. It's insulting. You paid for the hardware. You shouldn't be forced to look at commercials just to open Netflix. Catch number 2, the format war. No Dolby Vision. This is the big one. Samsung is in a petty format war. They refuse to support Dolby Vision. Dolby Vision is the most popular and arguably the best HDR format. It's what Netflix, Disney+, HBO Max, and Apple TV Plus all use to deliver the best possible picture. Samsung pushes their own format, HDR10+, which almost no one uses. This means when you watch Netflix on your brand new expensive Samsung TV, you are not getting the best possible version of that movie. You are getting the base HDR10 version. Meanwhile, the cheaper TCL and Hisense models do support Dolby Vision, and in many dark cinematic scenes, they can actually look better than the more expensive Samsung. The Crystal UHT trap. Like our number 1 pick, Samsung uses their powerful brand name to sell you bad TVs. Their low-end Crystal UHT line is a trap. It's a dim, low-quality panel that is not a QLED. They're counting on you to see the Samsung logo and overpay for an inferior product. Bottom line, Samsung makes some of the best hardware in the business. They are bright, beautiful, and impressive. But you are paying a brand tax for the name. You're being forced to look at ads, and you're being locked out of the best HDR format. It's a fantastic TV that is intentionally made worse by corporate decisions. And here we are, the top of the mountain. The number 1 best and safest TV brand to buy at Walmart, LG. If Samsung is the loud, flashy hype machine, LG is the quiet, confident king. Year after year, they deliver the best all-around experience, and their dominance comes down to one 4-letter word, OLED. 1. The magic of OLED. Almost every other TV on this list is an LED TV. This means they have a big bright light, a backlight that shines through a panel of pixels to create a picture. To show black, they have to try to block that light, which leads to that cloudy gray look. LG's OLED is different. There is no backlight. Instead, each one of the 8 million pixels makes its own light. To show black, the pixel just turns off completely. The result is perfect infinite black. It's not dark gray, it's void of space black. This means the contrast, the color, the sense of depth, it is unmatched. Watching a movie like Star Wars or Blade Runner on an OLED is a religious experience. 2. The best OS, WebOS. LG's WebOS is, in my opinion, the best smart TV platform. It's clean, it's simple, it's incredibly fast, and it's not full of ads. And their magic remote, which has a pointer you can wave at the screen, is a game changer that makes typing and passwords a breeze. 3. They play nice. Full format support. Remember Samsung's petty format war? LG isn't playing. They support everything. Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, HDR10, all of it. They don't care about winning. They just care about giving you the best possible picture from any source. Period. The Nano-L Q-Trap. Now, LG is not a perfect saint. Just like Samsung, they use their good name to sell you lesser TVs. Their non-OLED models called Nano-L or QLED are their version of Crystal UHD. They are fine LED TVs, but they are not OLED. The magic is in the OLED. The LG A series or B series OLED is the entry point, and the C series like the C3 or C4 is the sweet spot. Bottom line, an LG OLED is more expensive, but you are getting what you pay for. You are getting the best picture quality, the best user interface, and the most future-proof set of features. It's a TV that will wow you every single time you turn it on. If you want the best picture quality Walmart has to offer and you want it to last, LG is the king. So, there you have it. 10 brands ranked from the landfill in a box on, and the zombie brands like RCA and Westinghouse to the fallen king Vizio, the high-risk gamble of Hisense, the king of value TCL, the flashy ad-filled Samsung, and the king of quality LG. Here's the single most important thing I want you to take away from this. The cheapest TV at Walmart is never the best deal. That $220 on TV isn't a deal. It's a $220 down payment on frustration followed by another $500 purchase in a year when it inevitably dies. You're not saving $300, you're wasting $200. You are always better off spending an extra $100 or $200 to get into a brand like TCL, which will give you a better picture, a better experience, and will actually last. Don't let the bright lights and the yellow tags fool you. Go in smart. Know what to avoid, and never ever let a big box store sell you a booby trap in a box. If this video saved you from making a huge, expensive mistake, do me one favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're here every week to help you spend smarter, save bigger, and expose the tricks the big brands don't want you to know. And I have to know, what's the worst TV you ever bought? What brand was it? Let me know the horror stories in the comments below. Thanks for watching NextGen Picks. We'll see you next time.